Hi, welcome to Insight. My name is Lesley Pazdzioch. It's a pleasure to have you join me in this video today. Today I really wanted to talk about feeling lost. We just started this new year. Today is actually January 1st of 2023. And some have already set goals and they're working on those and New Year's resolutions. And then sometimes we can just feel lost and we're not really sure what to do. And that's what I want to talk about today in this video, because it happens quite a bit to a lot of people. I know myself it happens, and I'd like to give you just a little bit of insight on what I've learned about myself and how I've kind of am beginning to shift when I feel those, and how it is that we can shift those. When we look really deep inside, well, first of all, we have to realize that we have an amazing purpose that's greater than we could ever imagine behind our lives. We're not here just to be born and live and then die. That there's a huge significance behind our lives. And depending on people's different approaches to it, it's an individual journey to grow our souls. And when we really look deep inside, when we're feeling lost, it's because sometimes often for me, it was when I was letting my exterior navigate my life, and if there wasn't something on the exterior navigating my life, then I felt lost. And when I began to start really looking inside and understanding that my self-worth was found not on the exterior, but it was found on the interior. And so often I would look for other people's approval, to ensure that I was doing the right thing, when if I just have looked inside, I would have known whether I was doing the right thing or not based on what other people or situations felt was best for me, but what I really knew that was true about me. And if I didn't take this time to really look inside of myself, to know who I was, and let my inner self guide me, then others would guide my life, and other situations would guide my life. And I ended up very unhappy for quite some time. So it was really important to me that I began to start paying really attention to what I believed from within myself. And I know that sometimes that's really difficult to understand too when you feel lost. It's like, well, how do I know what that is inside of me? Where do I begin? Because I think a lot, not only myself, but a lot of others have gone through it, and they just feel like they don't even know who they are at some points in time in their life. But inside of you, when you look at that core being of who you are that identifies, your strengths, your weaknesses, your values and your morals, and what you stand for, then it really begins to take on a completely different perspective. I think that our lives, that's what, our lives are for, is to just build upon that. And begin, if you're anyone like me, I mean, I personally had to begin with paying attention to the feelings that I was having. When I did something that didn't feel right, I mean, I really had to figure out what is the feeling within me when I feel right, when something feels right. And it's not happiness. I wasn't seeking happiness. I was seeking peace in my choices and decisions, and what I was doing. And that really helped me out a lot. And then I really started paying attention to, what's causing my actions and my reactions to stuff. Are they caused because of me, or is it because of what other people are doing? We can't control what other people do, but really right now I think that if beginning of the new year, and if you're setting out things, I mean, one of the key things I'm doing this year is really paying attention to my actions, and really listening and paying attention to others as well. It's how other people act that also can contribute to us if we don't pay attention to that. And that was really huge for me. Now, there's going to be a video coming up really soon that I'm going to do about, without getting too in depth in it, but just keep an eye out. It's like how to deal with life's ups and downs and really stay balanced within your own life so that you are in control of you, not anybody else, not any situation, that you are actually guiding your life. Because so often other people and their comments, thoughts, actions, or whatever, even in situations, they can actually cause us to make to allow it to identify us, and that's really not what we're here for. And I think it's really important to, when you're starting to find that inner self of who you are, it's really important to love and care for yourself and really spend some time alone with your thoughts and your feelings, and really decide what it is and who you are inside. And if it's something you're working on, really ask yourself, what do I want to present as my best self? How do I want to look at things? And when I started this 15 years ago now, I started really looking at not judging others and living the best, let's say, Christ-like life, or the best perfect life according to who you are from within, and what feels right for you. Not necessarily what other people think are right for you, but really what feels right for you. Defining who you are is essential, and I think that's probably some of the greatest self-care ever that we can do, um, and also helps us let go of what is not serving us anymore. One aspect that has been crucial for me through life, this now the second half of my life, is really establishing a spiritual and or religious connection. Somehow connect yourself, connecting to that divinity that's above is so essential, because really we're here, and life is meant to be guided. Our lives, we're here, but we're meant to be guided, and we're guided through many aspects of who we are. And mostly, I think it's important to understand that we have divine guidance that we can utilize within ourselves, and it's given to us. It's like a gift from God. I mean, he knew that this wasn't going to be the easiest situation to get through life, and the reason why we're here is to grow our souls and to become the best we can be. And without that guidance, when we don't know who we are, or we're not thinking clearly, we can tap into that guidance and follow it through. Um, and it makes our lives much easier. And sometimes, we have to be guided into a lesson so that it also gives us more tools and more insight into who we are, so that as we go forward through our life situations, they're easier to handle. Um, and it's easy. We have these guardian angels and these spiritual guides that are there for us, and there's no reason um, for us not to utilize it, and to really pay attention to it. And I'll get into that a little further in my videos, but this is one thing, that just touching on certain aspects of things that are really important, that while we live our lives, so that we don't ever feel disconnected. We have to have that spiritual connection in order to move forward and serve our purpose. We all have a life purpose. And now if you're feeling lost, now's the ideal time to ask for guidance. It's open much broader now than in the history than ever before, and receiving it is easier when you live from within who you are, and when you start to decipher or figure out really who you are. I know that sometimes when you say, well, who are you? Really, we don't have answers. We look on the outside. We're parents, we're spouses, we're mates, but that's really not who we are. And really defining who we are on the inside makes it a lot easier to create our surroundings so that we can live a more abundant life. And it's really important too, I think, to feel grounded is creating spiritual practices that really work to your benefit, really bring you up. And in the off chance, if you have no idea how to begin, there's several online techniques. For me personally, I stick to prayer, gratitude and prayer, meditation, um, and yes, you can meditate. I didn't think I could either, but yeah, you can. It's much easier than you think it is. And also really just quieting your mind and being like right here, just right here, right now. Um, and just ask and just listen, because the answers are there for you. And remember, you're really never alone. You're never alone. You are guided more than you realize in your life, and it really truly comes from those strong emotional indicators within you. Um, and we are so loved. We are loved more than we could ever imagine through our divine guidance. And while life right now is really can be seem like a struggle, or really be testing some individuals, this is a perfect time to just ask for that guidance. And one of the things that I think is key to that I'd like to share is if you're feeling stressed, or if you're feeling anxious and depressed, we're not really going to hear them. And those are the emotions that we need to pay attention to, because that's our emotional system, our emotional guidance, our innate um, system within us. That's how we know if we're on track or not. And when we're sad or anxious and such, they're letting us know that we're not on track, and that we have to get on track. And the easiest way to do that is through being grateful for the things that are in your life. Being grateful meaning I'm grateful for this wonderful blessing, and I'm also grateful for this great struggle, because I know when I get through these great struggles, um, it's going to make me a better individual. I'm going to be able to live my life much more in connection. The struggles in our lives are not there to punish us. They're there to grow our souls. They're there to grow us as individuals. And it's how we handle each and every situation, whether it's fun or it's challenging. It's the choices and decisions that we make from them that truly define who we are, and let us know if we're on our divine right path. Thank you for joining me in this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Videos on this channel will be coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, beginning January 2nd of 2023. Have a good day.